What's up, Pokemon trainers? This is Juan. I'm sure all you guys were super excited today when you tuned in to the E3 Expo when they talked about Pokemon GO. They didn't really confirm with us too many details, but something that they did confirm was the release date for the Pokemon GO Plus device. And if you guys tuned into this channel, I'm sure you guys know that Nick was invited to the beta, something that we all had dreamed and hoped for, to be a part of the game before the game even releases. Unfortunately, he's not here with me right now, but he will share with you more details about what was spoken about during the Q&A. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to pass it over to Nick.
Earlier today, I joined Team Atlas Go and Twintendo for a live stream of the Pokemon GO developer Q&A from E3. Big shout out to those guys for having me on, and if you want to watch the full streams, you can check them out on either of their channels in the description below. The panel included representatives from Nintendo, the Pokémon Company, and Niantic, as well as J-Wits and VGC player Aaron Jung, who have been field testing the game. J-Wits came out the gate strong with the questions, asking one that's been on everyone's mind.
I've only seen Kanto Pokemon. Are there plans to have Pokemon outside of Kanto as well?
まずですね、
So obviously the Pokemon slogan, gotta catch them all, and really completing your Pokedex is kind of part of the fun of Pokemon, so we want to bring the game to a point where eventually you can catch all of them. So at the beginning we're going to launch with the red and blue Pokemon, but we're going to gradually add more and more, and eventually you'll be able to catch them all.
So we have official confirmation that eventually every Pokemon will be available in Pokemon GO. We still don't know how or when they'll be added to the game, but my guess is they'll roll them out one generation at a time in future updates. Currently, with only first generation included in the game, it's hard to create a lot of variation in location specificity. We've heard rumors that Kangaskhan might only be available in Australia, but in J-Wits, Aaron, and my own experience with the beta, we're catching a lot of very similar Pokemon in San Francisco, New York, and LA respectively. With more Pokemon added to the game, I think we'll start seeing a lot more variation in Pokemon that you can find in any given area. We got a brief demonstration of how Pokemon GO Plus will work. When there's a Pokemon nearby, the LED will flash green. You can press the button to throw a Pokeball, and if it's successful, the LED will flash in a rainbow pattern. If it fails, it'll flash red. Pokemon GO Plus will cost $34.99 US. It's already available for pre-order on Amazon in the US and Canada, and also at EB Games in Canada. After the demonstration, J-Wits snuck in a question that it seems no one was really prepared to answer.
So I'm just excited for the device. I guess if I had a question, it would be when will we be able to see Pokemon GO Plus?
そうですね、ちょっとめんどくさい感じもあるので、やっぱポケモン GO プラスがあるとすごくそれがはかどるんじゃないかなと思うんですけれども、まず気になるのはいつ頃手に入るんでしょうか、このデバイス。
そうですね。7月のね終わりぐらいまでには何とかしたいと思ってるんですけど、さっきの話聞いたと大丈夫ですかね。
So we actually want to get it out towards the end of July, but listening to just the conversation earlier, we're gonna be okay, right?
もう来月ですよ。
That's next month.
Wow. So we're talking about Pokemon GO Plus, right?
Yeah. あれですよね、アプリじゃなくて GO プラスのデバイス。
いや。
じゃあ先にこれだけ買ってください。
So we can get this first.
So let me break this down for you. Miyamoto, who is a huge deal at Nintendo, answers that the GO Plus will be available at the end of July. He then sort of jokingly asks if they'll be able to meet that deadline. Of course, the GO Plus won't be released without the game, so this is kind of an indirect announcement of Pokemon GO being available at the end of July. However, I'd take that information with a grain of salt. Based on this and what we learned previously about trading not being included at launch, I have a feeling that Nintendo have set a deadline and are really pushing Niantic to meet that date. Trading might not be ready, so Niantic have decided not to include it at all in order to meet Nintendo's deadline. While there's still no official word from Niantic, the Pokemon website now lists Pokemon GO Plus as being available at the end of July, adding further credence to the idea that July is Nintendo's date and not Niantic's. I think July is an optimistic date, and Nintendo is obviously pushing for it, but I wouldn't be surprised if we had to wait a little bit longer than that. Again, if you want to watch the full stream, you can check that out on either Team Atlas Go or Twintendo's channels. The links for both of those are down in the description below. Hopefully you'll see some more live streams from us coming up, or maybe even some collaborations. I'm still having a lot of fun field testing the game, and I'd like to get another video out soon about that, but it's hard because there's not a lot of information that I'm allowed to share with you guys. I have been putting in work, making a lot of suggestions, reporting bugs, and if you guys have any features that you'd like to see included in the game, leave them in the comments below, and if any of them sound good to me, maybe I'll try to suggest them in the feedback group. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon.